Hello, I'm Lugatorix and welcome to part 1 of the DarthMod on Rome Total War. So a while back I said that I was going to showcase some mods, and the first one we're going to do is the DarthMod today. Now the DarthMod, you probably have heard of it before. It is a huge mod for Rome Total War. There's a huge amount of features added to it, new campaign maps, new units, new tactics, new sort of tools and dynamics to the game. It's a huge mod which hopefully I'll be able to explore a little bit of today, and we'll see how it goes basically. So I've decided to play as the Kingdom of Pontus, or the people of Pontus, and my aim, I'm only gonna, it's only gonna be a short series. My primary aim is to unify the whole of what is now modern day Turkey. So we have like the north of Turkey because that is the region of Pontus, but I want to take all this land as well where I'm pointing the mouse right now. Unify Turkey, and you never know what, you never know, if I enjoy the campaign, I might actually play a bit more as well. So I'm sure I will enjoy the campaign. But as a sort of primary aim, it is to unify Turkey with the Kingdom of Pontus. I'm going to play it on very hard difficulty, which is what I usually play on, although those of you who are aware, I am doing a very hard campaign with the Greek cities, not on DarthMod though, on vanilla. So if you want to see me do very hard, it is on the channel as well. Anyway, enough plugging my own content. Let's get straight in and exploring the DarthMod because there is a lot to go over. Kingdom of Pontus, let's go. Right, so here we are, and you will probably notice very quickly in this campaign, by the way, that the campaign map has changed. In fact, what I'll do quickly, I'll click over here so I don't get, cheating or anything like that. I will turn off the fog of war, and just so you can quickly see on this little mini map over here that actually it's changed quite a lot. You can see that Armenia owned different territory, for example, Chersonesos. There's less rebel territory at the beginning. Carthage has greater land. Numidia has a much greater empire. So it's not changed hugely, but it's changed enough to certainly make the game very interesting and different from the base game. But anyway, no toggling the fog of war off. We are doing this legit. So as I said, we are going to try and take the whole of Turkey. So let's look at what we have first. We have 4 settlements, it seems: Nicomedia, Ancyra, Sinope, I think that's how you say it, and Mazacar. And you can see instantly that the pictures for the units, even though Eastern Infantry is a unit in the base game, the pictures have changed, which is quite interesting indeed. So Nicomedia, 4 Eastern Infantry, not amazing, and also Nicomedia basically has nothing in terms of buildings there, which is, Then Ancyra, again 4 Eastern Infantry, but with a bit of experience. In Sinope we have a bit of a bigger army. We have this geezer called Mithridates, I probably said that wrong, but himself, Pontic Heavy Cavalry, Pontic Light Cavalry, Eastern Infantry, Peltasts, and Archers. I like the pictures, by the way. That is pretty cool. I have to admit, I do like the pictures. And then we have this army of Phalanx. I probably should have actually looked up my Pontic pronunciation before this, but this small little army here. And then Mazacar basically has very little in it, but it has this geezer called Heracles. So we need to, well, first of all, we just need to work out what we're doing. We obviously are going to expand this way. There's 3 settlements here. I think it's Pergamum, Sardis, Halicarnassus, and then there's Tarsus over here, which we want to take as well. So at the very least, we're going to take those 4 settlements. So I'm going to try and organise my armies and start collecting them to move south. Right, so what I've decided is that Sinope and Mazacar, the troops in this region, are going to move south towards Tarsus. That's the sort of logical first step. And then the lads from Ancyra and Nicomedia are going to move in a sort of westerly direction towards the Halicarnassus Sardis region. So let's start with the lads in Nicomedia and Ancyra. Not a huge amount of force here, and also no generals, which isn't exactly ideal. In fact, we could possibly get, you see, there's a sort of abundance of generals over here, but not many over here. The problem is it's going to take, what, like 4 or 5 turns for this geezer to get over this region, but we do kind of need him to get on his way. So he's actually going to go like that over here. And then we have Ancyra. So I'm going to take Ancyra. I don't think is particularly vulnerable, so I'm going to take 3 of the lads out. We can always recruit more, and they're just going to step here for the moment, and then we'll, that was slightly laggy there. And then Nicomedia, well, we have 4 lads here. Let's move. Right, don't particularly want to sort of transgress into foreign territory yet, so we're just going to stay here for the moment. That's plenty good enough for the moment. So they're moving on their way towards Sardis and Halicarnassus and all that. Let's have a look at Mazacar and Sinope. Now, these lads are up here doing nothing basically. There is a naval force if we wanted to go up towards Armenia, or Armenian territory, towards Chersonesos, but we're not that interested in that at the moment. What we're interested in is going south, like I said. So let's bring this geezer. We'll bring along a unit of Peltas. They're good. I'm going to bring a unit of light and heavy cavalry. Okay, so these guys are going to start moving south. Like so. And then these lads from Mazakar can just stay here for the moment because I don't want them moving further south without the help of whatever this geezer's called. Is he the faction leader? We're going to call him the faction leader. So you're going to start moving south. Now, unfortunately, there's some mountains here. Not ideal, but... So, not a huge amount more we can do this turn, but let's see what we can sort of start building and all that, and sort of the tax rates and all that. Now, Nicomedia is slightly vulnerable. There is the Thracians right here. Yeah, you can see the Thracians are here in Byzantium. So, possibility they could come over and attack us, so maybe it's a good idea to sort of recruit in this region. And so I'm going to bump up the tax rate a little bit, and I'm actually going to get some roads. Roads, of course, good for movement and for money, so that's always a sort of good place to start off with. I'm going to get some roads over in Sinope, the capital, as well. And you know what, the same for Mazkar. Roads are just a solid place to start off with, really. And I'm going to get a governor's house in Nicomedia, why not? Now, as for recruitment, I want to recruit particularly in Mazakar because this geezer, the faction leader, is moving via Mazakar, so he might as well pick up a new troop over there if one's coming over. Not exactly a lot of choice, but we're going to have these Peltas, why not? They'll do a decent job. Now, in terms of the diplomat, I would like him to start moving in this direction, preferably talk to the Armenians. I don't particularly want to get into a war with Armenia, so if they could just talk and maybe have an alliance, that would be quite good, in fact. As for the spy, we need to see what's going on more in this region, further south, so you go like that. Thank you very much. You know what, we have access to Eastern Infantry over in Ansara, so I'm going to recruit there. No capacity to recruit in Nicomedia yet, so we will sort that out very soon. But we've spent quite a bit of money already. We've moved as far as we can. Let's end the turn and see what happens. Right, turn has ended. I doubt a lot will happen. We're not at war with anyone yet. I actually should have checked that before the campaign started. I don't think we're at war. Well, let's have a look before any of that. At diplomacy, I don't think we start... No, we have no allies, we have no enemies. But you see that the Julii, they start off with a lot of enemies. All the Roman factions, in fact. But us, we're sort of rather peaceful. Yeah, but, not all the factions are like that. Anyway, so, end of term report. Well, we have quite a bit of money for this time of the game. It's alright, it's not too bad. Construction report and recruitment, that's fine. And ceasefire in effect between Britannia and Germania. Fair enough. Right. Let's see if we can see some stuff. So first of all, let's get the spy moving down south. We want to get a good view of what's going on around this region. Absolutely nothing is going on. Fair enough. Now, I have no idea how much force will be in Sardis. I don't know. And there's no spies. Unfortunately, there are no spies in this region. But we kind of just need to go for it. So I'm going to sort of edge towards Sardis and just pray there's not a lot of force. In fact, we can't even see Sardis. We can see this Seleucid force. I think Sardis is a little bit further south. My knowledge is sort of deceiving me here, but okay. Let's see what mercenaries we can pick up. So, mercenaries, Eastern mercenaries, don't rate them very much, actually. I'm not a big fan of Eastern mercenaries. So you're just going to carry on heading down south, like so. You're going to be joined by this guy, and we're already picking up quite a big army. This is quite a big force, you can see. That is pretty decent sized. And then we'll pick up you, and you know what, why not pick up 2 Peltas as well? Now, this force is big. Really, this force is more needed over here, but still, the fact we have such a huge army this turn of the game, well, this part of the game, is really, really good stuff. So, you start moving a bit down south as well, see who you can see. Again, absolutely no one, but that's fine. And, okay, good stuff. Right, so now Nicomedia had a councillor's house, that's good. We're going to bump up the tax rate just because it's got a huge population growth anyway. We don't really need the population growth. I'm going to get some roads. As I say, I always like roads. And actually, a wooden palisade is probably more important. Than roads. That's good. Still can't recruit anyone, which is slightly odd. But okay, we just literally have no capacity to recruit. But it's cool. It's a very, very small village, so it's fine. We're going to get a lot of money coming in very, very quickly, though, which is good stuff. Right, again, isn't a huge amount more to do because we've moved basically as far as we can, but very, very soon we'll be moving towards Tarsus and Sardis. We might even be attacked by the Seleucids here. We're not technically in Seleucid territory, I believe we're in Greek territory, yeah we are, so hopefully they won't attack us, but we're going to be going towards the Seleucids soon, and I'm actually a little bit concerned that this guy does not have a lot of force other than a bunch of spearmen, because some of these guys really need to start moving quick towards the west. Either way, let's end the turn and see what happens. So, Seleucid diplomat moving over, that's fine. Other than that, Some geezer was talking over there, but not a huge amount going on. Stuff will start to go on very, very soon, I am sure. So, faction announcements. Coming of age, Spartacus. Well, you don't say. Okay, where is he? He's in Mazacar. Well, you know what? Spartacus basically start heading west. So, Spartacus come over here. And you need to be joined really by at least a couple of people from over here. So, you're going to be joined by Heracles. You're going to get joined by a bit of light cavalry and a bit of heavy cavalry. This force will be plenty enough to join Spartacus, and then they're going to join whoever is at Sardis soon. So a bit of cavalry to back up the spearmen will be a very, very good thing indeed. Any good mercenaries? Oh, okay, so there's some hoplites. There's some Cretan archers. I am a big fan of Cretan archers. I always get them. They're good. I'm loving all the new icons, by the way. Really, really cool. Look at those mercenary hoplites. Total defense 26. I don't know if I can really resist that, to be honest. I can't resist 26, and I don't want anyone else picking them up, so I'm actually going to pick up these 2 mercenaries. And again, now we've got another decent sized force over here. So this force plus this force, pretty good stuff. Now, these guys anyway are going to start heading towards Tarsus. Can we quite see it yet? There we go. And oh dear, they have not got walls. I think we're going to do more than just take Turkey, to be honest. I'm feeling very confident at the moment that we can really do a good job. No, don't tell them we're going to attack yet. Just start moving over there. Excellent. And mercenaries are going to be exactly the same geezers. It's fine. Okay, so that's good. They're moving in that direction. Now the lad's going towards Sardis. Really, Captain, what's his name? Captain Thrysos. He could probably deal with that little force there, but I want to see what's going on with Sardis. Really, we need a spy over here. And guess what we've got? We've got a spy. So, can he see as far as Sardis? Yes, he can. Just about. So, Sardis has got 3 men. Okay, he's got 3 men. And then we've got 3 men over here. They're Phalanx pikemen. Total defense of 21. Now, our defense, even though we have more troops, is... Oh, it's 22. I feel like the defense has definitely been boosted. There's no way Eastern Infantry had a total defense of 22. So everyone's defense is a lot higher, which is interesting. Probably will make for longer battles. Okay, well, how long is it going to take these guys to get over to Sardis? It's going to take them about 3 turns. Well, that's cool. I don't want to... You know what? What we'll do, we'll stand on this bridge. So if anyone wants to attack, they're going to attack us on a bridge. But otherwise, yeah, just wait for these guys to come over, because I feel like we will need the cavalry support a little bit. That would be nice. And technically, we're already in Seleucid territory, so they could very easily attack us. I wouldn't blame them really for doing so, to be honest. So I'm just going to get walls in Mazacar, because in case the Armenians or the Seleucids decide to attack, it's always a good thing just to have walls. Make sure your settlements are nice and defended. In sign up, you know what? It's not particularly happy. Let's get Aphrodite, get that population growth up a little bit. That's good. Because, I mean, it seems like the population growth is pretty good already, but if we could boost it even further, that'd be lovely. I'm also going to order barracks in Nicomedia. We need to start recruiting some troops, just in case the Thracians get some bad ideas. Right, end the turn, and we are very soon ready to start our first battle. So the Seleucids are talking to us. Well, what do they want? They want trade rights and map information. Yeah? And they didn't even want map information from us. So, yeah, excellent. That's a very good deal. So... we get a lot of map information. You can see they have a big empire already, but it's spread out over a long, thin area, which isn't exactly good for them. And, well, it's good for us because they're going to be our enemies pretty soon, I imagine. They're reinforcing Sardis. I don't blame them for that, to be honest, as well. What else is going on? Okay. So that was it. So I know we just got trade rights with you, Seleucids, but we are about to attack your settlements, Tarsus, which does have walls now. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I sort of saw that, or they've just built walls or palisade, but they do have a palisade now. Fair enough. Either way, that's not going to stop me from attacking you. I'm very, very sorry. So Tarsus we're going to put under siege. So yeah, we are at war with the Seleucids. I feel sorry for the Seleucids. Everyone's always at war with the Seleucids, but there we go. That is the problem with having so many potential enemies nearby. So you are onto the Seleucids like that. Now we have Spartacus, yeah, the young lad who's just sort of come of age. He's going to join the lads over here, and they're going to be moving towards Sardis very soon. In fact, I want you to actually, 100% chance of success, actually very, very good. So you're going to walk in, see what we've actually got in Sardis. We've got Alexander, okay, militia hoplites, and then 2 levy pikemen. So decent, and all the pikemen, actually the levy pikemen have not very good defense. I say that, it's still 17, but it seems like comparatively to what I've been seeing so far, not necessarily that good. So how long is it going to take Spartacus to get over to Sardis? 2 turns from now? Yeah, so in 2 turns, Spartacus will be moving along. That's excellent stuff. In fact, Spartacus can be joined by some good experienced spearmen as well. Beautiful. Saying that, those infantry are going to slow everyone down. So what we could do, get the cavalry to go a bit ahead, and then they can be joined. Because I don't feel like we need all this infantry. The infantry can come up afterwards. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do a little bit of recruiting in Sino. Just Pontic light cavalry I do like, actually. So we're going to get some Pontic light cavalry. Just in case I decide I want to take Chersonesos. I was looking at Chersonesos and thinking, well, if the Armenians have it, it's quite isolated. And it's probably a long way from their sort of homelands. So it's unlikely they're going to be able to reinforce it. So I thought that'd be quite a good idea to sort of maybe take Chersonesos as well. Why not? That's never a bad idea, I would say. And hopefully just basically the Scythians don't start to get a little bit angry with us because we're too near to them. In terms of money though, things are going very, very well. We have a good amount of money to buy stuff, which is always nice to see. And in fact, we're going to end the turn and we're going to get Tarsus pretty quickly, hopefully. Okay, so... Oh, interesting. Okay, Seleucids. So, right, this is fascinating. So, first of all, the Seleucids have attacked, which is fine. They've attacked in 2 armies. One, obviously, from Tarsus, which I believe is Antiochus, and then the one that actually attacked us outside the city, Captain Artemios. Now, this is a feature from Medieval 2, and was it in Barbarian Invasion? Might have been, I'm not sure. But it's not in the Rome Total War base game. It's a night invasion. You see that this geezer is a night fighter. Now, if we fight at night, I believe that Antiochus, the reinforcements, will not be there. No, apparently he cannot lead night attacks. I swear he said he could. Maybe... Wait, what? Oh, maybe it's the Seleucids can't. The Seleucids can't. Okay, because they're attacking us. Fair enough. But it's nice to see that the night attack feature is there. Yeah, that's what it is. It's because we don't get to decide when we're attacked, obviously. Fair enough. Either way... It's going to be an interesting battle. I feel like we can cope with it. So we have 2 generals. We have Peltas, light cavalry, heavy cavalry. Admittedly, not a lot of frontline infantry, looking at this now. I would like to have more eastern infantry. It's a lot of skirmishers. Not a lot of people that can actually hold a line other than eastern infantry. And considering that the Seleucids have a lot of troops that are melee infantry, and good melee infantry, like Phalanx troops, not ideal. We're going to have to really skirmish around them. This actually probably won't be as easy as I thought it was going to be. But the Pontic cavalry, at least, do have a missile attack, I think. So that's good. Let's see how this goes. Might not be super easy because I say that, you know, the melee infantry, they have definitely the advantage. Let's see how it goes. Okay, lovely stuff. So we're going to start the old deployment. And lovely view over what is now modern day Turkey. Beautiful stuff. Okay. Now, yeah, the problem is we have a lot of missiles, which is good. That's not the problem. But the problem is the only melee troop we have is this one unit, which is not going to be good enough to deal with a whole army of Phalanx. So these guys are probably not going to get involved very much, and we're going to have to skirmish around them. Now, the good news is our heavy cavalry has got a missile attack, which I don't think is in the base game, so that's pretty good. I'm glad of it now. And you can see, I like this description, elite, hardy, inspires friendly units. That's, you know, this is some interesting new stuff that I've seen. And there's definitely more of a focus on armor in the early game. You know, in Medieval 2 Total War, there's more of a focus on armor, but this is bringing the sort of concept of armor in the early game to Rome Total War, which I like, in fact. You can see the settlement over there in the distance. So what I'm going to do, I mean, there's not going to be a huge amount of tactical nuance to this. In fact, what we're going to do is going to get them all moved over there just so I can see what's going on. There's not going to be a huge amount of tactical nuance to this. What we're going to do, we're going to group the Peltas up, like this, and they're going to be over here, just sort of like that. They're going to be on the flanks, sort of dealing trouble with the Phalanx. Now, we're going to have the heavy cavalry of the generals on the other side, trying to pick off weaker units. They're going to be like that. We're going to have you guys at the front. Maybe they'll go over to the flank thinking about it. They're going to be causing trouble. And then the Eastern Infantry we'll just have around here, but I don't think they're going to be that useful. Let's start the battle. Now, pause it for a second. Let's just pause for a second. What we've got here, we've got, it looks like 3 units of Phalanx, that's it. Should be relatively easy to deal with. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the Peltas over here immediately, harassing these guys I'm going to get the cavalry over here harassing these guys, but I'm actually not going to get the generals involved. Do not want them wasting their missiles on this army, because I think the other army might be the more troubling one. So we're going to see if the Peltas and the missile cavalry can deal with these lads on their own. How good in the melee are these cavalry, by the way? I think they're alright, particularly the heavy cavalry. So we'll see. This will be a good test. Obviously, though, we will not get them to charge into Phalanx. That's generally a bad idea. Bad idea in general. I want you two focusing on this unit of Phalanx, which they already are doing, and I want you two focusing on this unit of Phalanx. And I think the unit scale is bigger, by the way, for this mod as well, which is interesting. So we should be getting a good amount of hits on these Phalanx, and they basically can do nothing to us. The problem is our cavalry run out of missiles very, very quickly, and so will the Peltas, I imagine, as well. And also the Phalanx are eager. You know what? This might not be a victory purely because we don't have enough Phalanx of our own. I don't know. This would be very, very interesting to see. Right, so the Peltas have come up. Just you come around the side a little bit. Don't throw the spears into each other. Friendly fire is a thing in this game, so run, please. But you can see there is a barrage of stuff going into them, which is good. These guys are still only steady, though, and they've lost about half of their units, so they've done pretty well indeed. And the cavalry, particularly the heavy cavalry, is nearly run out of missiles as well. Steady, steady. They're both steady. They're shaken, good. A charge into the back of them possibly could do some damage, but don't particularly want to do it at Peltasts. I don't know why they're pointing their spears in that direction, though. And they're wavering. You know what? If they're wavering... Oh, they're back to shaken. I was tempted to charge into the back of them. Right, let's get you over here. You've run out of missiles, but a charge into the back of this unit and I reckon they'll go down. No, stop skirmishing now. Stop skirmishing. Go on, a good charge into the back. They've got the spears pointed the wrong way. It's steady, but I reckon their morale... Oh, which way they're going to point their spears? Right, bang, they've broken. Good. Stop for a second. We don't want them now wasting their missiles on that unit. Complete waste of missiles. So you go into this unit. Good job here. We got that unit down. Where are the Seleucid reinforcements? Still quite a way away. It's a slow army, that is for sure. You've still got a tiny bit of missiles, and these guys are eager. Wow, okay. So, heavy cavalry take these lads out. The good news is we've still got our generals, and they've not taken or used a single missile, which is good. These guys are shaken. You know what? If they're shaken, yeah, they're routing good. Right, pause again. You guys stop firing now, please. Because you still have a few missiles left. We don't want you wasting them. The same with you guys. Stop wasting your missiles for a second. So you charge into these lads. Have you dealt with that unit of Phalanx? No, you haven't. Okay, in which case, get rid of them. And then the Peltasts fire in on these lads. Get them down. The Peltasts done a pretty good job so far, I would say. And then you can clear out these guys. There we go. How is the stuff looking? So 34% to 0%. Good start. And it's the missile advantage. The problem is, once we run out of missiles, that could be an issue. Right, pause. I think the Peltasts were taking out the wrong unit. Take out this unit. Stop wasting your missiles. Why are they not firing? Run over and fire. Right, you guys are very slowly dealing with that last unit of Phalanx. I want to get them down to the last man, you know, because I want to take Tarsus. That'd be really, really good if we could do that. But these guys are being pretty slow. Of course, they are heavy cavalry, so they are going to naturally be a bit slower. These guys are still eager. This unit of militia hoplites is still eager, despite having a lot of missiles fired in on them. I tell you what, come over here. I charge into the back, and I reckon they won't be yet. Right, stop. They're shaken. Good. Stop firing. So cancel that order. Stop firing, because I just don't want you wasting your missiles. No point. No point wasting your missiles. I reckon you can deal with them. So come around the back here. They're lifting their spears. They're wavering. I still don't want to charge into a Phalanx, no matter how small or wavering it is. It's not a great idea. But if we can get around the back of them while they have their spears up, we can charge. Spears are up. Charge. Yep, they got the spears pointed the wrong way. Broken. Good. They're broken. Right. Excellent stuff. The second army is coming over slowly, but these Pontic heavy cavalry are dealing with the Phalanx pretty well, in fact. So we'll just get them down to last man. That was their captain, incidentally. Captain Artemios, yeah, of course. Okay, so we've dealt with these guys now. Eastern Infantry, I mean, I just don't feel like they're needed particularly. Right, what we'll do, we're going to do something very, very similar. We're going to get the Peltas over here. Bear in mind, there is a general in this unit. We don't want the general running down our Phalanx. I'm going to get the 2 generals over here, not on fire at will, good, over on this flank. And they're going to try and deal with their general. And then we'll get these cavalry just over on this flank, protecting the Peltas. That's what we're going to do. So everyone run. You just sort of amble along over here because you might be needed at some point. But yeah, guys, run please if you don't mind. So the Peltas, who have nearly run out of missiles, they are firing in on the remaining Phalanx. In fact, I mean, 2 of you have basically run out of missiles. Once you do run out of missiles, basically just get out of there because you're no longer useful for much, to be honest. You're not going to be able to defeat a Phalanx, that is for sure. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. So you can fire on this unit, fire in, but just don't charge. You've got to skirmish. Now, this cavalry is not running, so please do that, because we want to make sure that the Peltas are protected. Now, cavalry, let's pause it again, because a lot is going on. So, this unit of General's bodyguard are coming over. So what we're going to do, we're going to skirmish around that general, hopefully do a good amount of damage. If he decides to charge, well, he's going to have to charge into 2 units. That's not going to be very nice for him. So, we're going to do some good damage. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully, to be fair, not a lot of damage, but it's better than nothing. In fact, basically no damage we did to him. Okay, interesting. I really want to focus on that general. Right, pause again. These Peltas are in a bit of trouble, which is exactly what I didn't want. So guys, get out of there. You guys, I don't want you really charging into a general, particularly light cavalry. We need you guys to come over as quickly as you can and deal with that general. So run over here, avoid the Phalanx, avoid the Phalanx. They are harassing the Peltas, which is not good. Come over here. This is not ideal. If he does charge into the Peltas, I have no choice but to charge into the back. Guys, you're not running. Come on. Our general's being very, very slow, and these Peltas are almost screwed. Yep, they're going to get caught. They're going to get caught. Well, it's 1 unit of Peltas. It's not the end of the world. I don't want to get these guys involved. They're just going to die. Yeah, unfortunately, those Peltas died. Guys, you're not doing a lot. Come on. Get over to the general. How's the general doing? He's still at 49 men. What we could do, a really good charge into him. Guys, you need to be so much quicker. Come on. A whole unit of Peltas died because you were too slow, basically. Guys, come over here. I'm going to charge from 2 angles. The general should be screwed. That's the plan. So the general is still running, trying to take out the remaining Peltas. Priorities, mate. Come on. These guys are being pretty slow. Even the light cavalry is not being that fast. They're probably quite tired. Why is he still running up the hill? Go away. Look, the Peltas who didn't break are over here. Why are you running up the hill? That's it. Okay. This hasn't gone really to plan. You're meant to run around the back and charge into the back of the general. Oh, God. You guys are so slow. I feel like the units are slower in this mod. Maybe I'm just sort of seeing things because I'm trying to see a difference. But I feel like they're slower. Maybe it's just I'm too used to the luxury of Scythian cavalry, which is pretty fast. Right, you into the... No, get round the back, get round the back. Into the back of the general. We're going to surround their general. Into the back. Come on, that general is surrounded now from all sides. He surely can't get out. All of you on that general. No mercy. That's on that general in the melee. He's only down to 35. Like, he's doing well. Okay, he's dead now. Good. He is. I hope he's dead. Yeah, he is enemy general. Antiochus is dead. Okay, excellent. And yeah, now they're outing. Okay, we did do a decent job there. We had to sacrifice a unit of Peltas for it, but it's not the end of the world. Now we just have to deal with the remaining Phalanx with not a lot of missiles. So, you two skirmish around the strongest unit of Phalanx. Militia hoplites. Phalanx pikemen. You skirmish around that unit of Phalanx pikemen, please. What else have we got? We've got this unit of Peltas. Unfortunately, the unit that the general went for was the unit which actually had missiles left. There we go. Eastern Infantry, where exactly are you? You are over here, and yeah, this unit of Phalanx pikemen is going towards them, aren't they? Yeah. Alright, you guys run over here. Don't want you getting involved with those. Unless we did engage with them and then the general struck the back of them. No, don't do that yet. Maybe later. Maybe later if we run out of missiles. The generals might as well use their missiles first on these guys. So the generals are firing in on the Phalanx pikemen, which is excellent stuff. How good are they doing? They're shaken. We could just charge into the back. Charge into the back. They're shaken. I reckon a good charge into the back. Spears the wrong way. They're going to be screwed. Actually, it's a good job we had the Eastern Infantry because they're pointing their spears in the wrong direction, facing the Eastern Infantry. Beautiful. So you'll go down very, very quickly now. You're broken, which is good. Now it's just a couple more units of militia hoplites to deal with, and all is good. Now the generals have nearly run out of missiles, which is slightly concerning. You are eager. You're shaken, right? I reckon a good charge into the back of you, and you're alright. Peltas, just make sure you don't get... Are you on skirmish mode? Yeah, you are. So you should run back. But these guys, spears the wrong way, shaken, they're unhappy due to exhaustion, and of course the fact that they're pointing their spears the other way, but they are wavering. I fancy our chances. Guys, you're running kind of the wrong direction. Come over here. They're not committed to pointing this. Yeah, they're pointing the spears towards the general now. Don't blame them. Okay, if you want to do that, Peltasts, charge. You're shaken. They're going to lift their spears up. Stay here. They're going to lift their spears up to deal with the Peltas, and then the general can charge into the back while they're vulnerable. That's the plan. So, shaken, broken. Okay, the Peltas did it, and that unit broke as well. Beautiful, because the Peltas actually did alright in the end. Peltas, you take those guys down, along with you. And there we go. We're going to mop them all up, but a very solid job against the Seleucids. Not an easy battle, but we did pretty well, especially considering that we had basically no melee infantry. And there we go. Heroic victory. 667 kills to 79. Very, very good stuff. And as I say, good job from the Peltas, actually. I was pretty happy with them. It was a shame one unit went down, but it was a sacrifice we had to make, unfortunately. Also, I love the new sort of backgrounds. Really, really cool stuff. And random Darth Vader there as well. I like it. So, we take Tarsus. Of course, I completely forgot that we actually managed to take Tarsus. So, what do we want to do? I think we could occupy. We can enslave. I'm going to enslave. That's my plan. I normally just exterminate on sight. I don't really have a lot of mercy, but in this point of the game, there's no point exterminating this early on. Okay. Town expands. That is Nicomedia. Good. We'll get a governor's villa, sorry, so you can get that. Good. Nicomedia is growing. We've got a good amount of money as well, which is awesome. End of turn reports, faction announcements, just retinue for the faction leader, which will probably give away to somebody else because he's quite old. In fact, he literally could die next turn. So we'll do that now. Wow, a lot of people are at war. So Thrace and Dacia are at war, which is good. It means that Thrace are less likely to attack us. Spain and Carthage are at war, that's no surprise. Egypt and Parthia are at war, that's fine. Carthage and Gaul have broken their alliances, and Scythia and Thrace are allies. Okay. Nothing really to do with us, which is fine by me. So in Tarsus, we're going to up the old tax rate because the population growth is really high. It's fantastic. We're going to get a shrine to, I like Aphrodite. We're going to get a shrine to Aphrodite in. That's always a good start. We don't need to retrain anyone because they're all fine. We could literally just go straight for Antioch, the capital. But it is quite well enforced, so we'll have a look at that in a minute. Now, as for Pergamum, there isn't a lot in Pergamum. In fact, there's very, very little in Pergamum. I was going to go straight for Sardis, but there's very, very little in Pergamum. Nope, sticks the plan. We're going to go for Sardis. So, can Spartacus make it to Sardis this turn? He can. Can you make it to Sardis this turn? You can't, because this guy's in the way. If we attacked this guy, would he back off? Let's hope so. He doesn't back off. Okay, what has he got? He's got 3 Phalanx pikemen and a silver shield pikeman. Not sure if I really want to fight that because their Phalanx are superior. So what we're going to do, we're going to... How about we attack with Spartacus as well? He will surely back off then. No, he still doesn't want to back off. Okay, maybe he can't back off at this point. How about if we join you with you? He's going to back off? Yeah, then he backs off. He knows what's good for him. Unfortunately, we can't make it to Sardis now. So we'll do that next episode. We will take Sardis. In fact, what we'll do, we'll attack that geezer. Peltas and slings. We have a good amount of money. Let's get some Peltas in. Why not? So, next episode, we're going to attack Captain Apiron outside of Sardis, which will bring in the lads from Sardis. So we're going to join these two armies up. So at the moment, we have this huge army here. We have this big army over in Tarsus, decent sized army over in Tarsus. We have lads, reinforcements coming over from all directions. Things are looking good. I think I'm going to actually end the episode here, but it's been a really good start to this campaign. I'm very, very happy. In fact, we will probably make it longer than just taking Turkey. I think we will take Turkey pretty quickly. Saying that, Halicarnassus is quite strong, so you never know. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you around.